Females will have no problem, but males, it's a little rough, if you know what I mean. Hey everyone, we are at the Magic Kingdom tonight because the wait is finally over. We are finally getting to preview Tron Lightcycle Run after like 5 years of waiting for this. Tonight's our annual pass holder preview night.
I'm so excited to ride it. We've been watching other people's videos and now it's finally our chance to ride it, and we're gonna take you guys along.
Yeah, we did have the ride spoiled for us. We did watch other POVs, so we do know what we're getting ourselves into, but we are going in with an open mind. We're gonna experience it for ourselves and we'll take you guys along. So let's go ride Tron. Heading down Main Street, USA now. It was very crowded when we were coming in because tonight's an after hours night. So everyone was trying to get their wristbands. It was very, very crowded. Underneath the full moon, we are entering Tomorrowland. Just a couple of minutes, we'll be over by Tron. Nowadays, you have to like mentally prepare yourself to come to Magic Kingdom, especially at night, just because it is so crowded all the time. And everyone's leaving, all the day guests are leaving, we were coming in. So pack your patience pants when you're coming to Magic Kingdom because I forgot mine tonight. So we're coming up on Space Mountain and this looks like it's the end of the check-in line. Yeah, the sky sign says event entrance, so this is where we're gonna check in for our preview. And they do have cast members with the iPads ready to scan your park ticket and make sure that you're ready to go. And we're in.
We're in, I'm so excited.
I know, look at the grid all lit up in front of us. It's gonna be really cool. The gift shop is not open yet. This will be open on opening day, hopefully, fingers crossed. But we won't be able to show you any of that tonight, but we will be getting on the ride. Every once in a while, the grid will flash orange as well to signify Team Orange coming through. There goes one of the ride vehicles. Oh, that is so cool. We are getting ready to head inside, but just wanted to call out over here on the right side. It looks like this is where the wait times and the boarding groups are going to be called for the virtual queue. So they have that little screen just off to the right before you head on in. It is pretty awesome. They have a cast member out here taking photos for guests with that Tron Lightcycle Run sign. I don't know if it's going to do it justice on video, like even in 4K, to justify how cool this is to be standing underneath here. The aesthetic of this is awesome. There goes one of the Lightcycle vehicles.
I can't believe we're standing under the canopy for the first time. We've been seeing this from a distance for years, and it is so cool at night. Like, I'm glad that we did our annual pass preview at night because just the lighting package is amazing.
And by the way, they do have restrooms just a little bit further in the queue. And look at that view. You got the Tron canopy, you got Space Mountain up ahead. Oh, there it goes. Also, if you're into photography, if you stand on this little bridge right by the restrooms, you got some awesome shots. Something that's odd is like when you're in the queue, just beyond these like graded fences over here is just backstage. Like that is backstage of Space Mountain. So it's interesting that they decided to keep that in guest sightline. So we're a little bit deeper in the queue now. We're coming up on the actual front entrance. There's the sign sponsored by Enterprise, welcome users. And it looks like we're about to head underneath this canopy over here. Here's some of the signs that are up there. We have some Lightcycle vehicles for Team Blue. Some more Team Blue signs. And then of course these giant fans, which are actually really good on a hot summer day. This is going to be a nice and cool queue even though it's outdoors. So before we even get inside, my biggest concern with this is going to be the efficiency of the load and unload times. It's been 40 minutes and we've been in line on a preview night and there's a lot of switchbacks and we still have quite a ways to go. So on a regular day, especially with a lot of people waiting for that accessibility vehicle, it can be pretty lengthy for the virtual queue. And here is the warning sign that's in front of the ride. It says Tron Lightcycle Run is a high-speed roller coaster type thrill ride on motorcycle style vehicles inside a dark computerized world with sharp turns, sudden drops, and stops. And there's the line that has been controversial with this ride so far. The seating and restraints on this attraction may prohibit guests of certain body shapes or sizes from riding, but like we said, they do have the lap bar seat if you're not able to fit on the Lightcycle vehicle. So we're back underneath this canopy over here. There's some more switchbacks, and it looks like we have some more line ahead of us. We're coming up on 50 minutes in the line to get on Tron. All right, we are heading in. Team Blue users. Ooh, this is cool. This hallway's pretty neat. The aesthetic on this is really awesome.
Users, prepare to be digitized into the world of Tron.
That is cool. All right.
Team Blue, welcome to the grid. Proceed to games.
So we're following these markers on the floor over here, and this is going to lead us to, I believe, where the lockers are. And we're obviously going to have to put the camera away, but I have the GoPro, so we'll get some POV footage.
There are winners.
Look at these
And
hallways.
there are losers. Who are you?
All right, so here are the lockers, and the ones that are lit up are the ones that are available. The ones that are not lit up are the ones that are already taken. I think we're going to take 214. What do you think about 214?
214 sounds good.
We're going to have to remember that number.
Yeah, here, I'll take a picture of it.
We could always watch the video back on the camera. Yeah, take a photo of that so you remember where you go, because it's not like Velocicoaster where you could just kind of tap and...
And do you have your card?
I have my card.
Okay, so let's scan it.
Okay, so we're going to scan our card here. Okay, trying to scan this thing.
It's not working.
It's not working. All right, 214's not working. Let's try 238. We had to try a couple different lockers because a couple of them didn't work.
They're pretty big lockers though, like my whole backpack fits in here.
Yeah, and the camera should fit pretty easily. These are larger than like the universal lockers.
But be
that they
careful
give you.
that you don't put your valuables, like put the camera on this end because
Right.
you're going to be getting it from the opposite end.
Right. Okay, here we go. You guys are gonna go in here for a little bit. After you put your stuff in the locker, make sure you either take a photo of it and make sure that you have your park ticket with you because you need that to get back in. Look at this. This is pretty cool. Team Orange, there's the team members on Team Orange. Some of the vehicles are going off here. They do have like a two-sided load system, so it's like Big Thunder Mountain where you can go left to right. We came to the right side, and you are able to request the front row during the pass holder previews because that's what we are going to do.
So what this cube reminds me of is of Space Mountain, but in Disneyland with like the two sides. It also reminds me of Big Thunder Mountain. You know how you can pick the two different lanes?
Yeah, exactly.
So hopefully it makes it more efficient.
All throughout the queue, once you get in here, they have these cool like glass with the grid shapes over here, but look how many fingerprints are already on this, and it hasn't even like officially opened yet. Note to self and note to you guys that are gonna ride this in the future, do not touch the glass.
I'm kind of scared. I always get nervous on like the first time I'm riding a new ride because I don't know what to expect. So I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited.
So we are getting on the next vehicle, and as you can see, you have to walk through and around if you're on that far left side of the vehicle there. Both Alex and I are in the front, so she's gonna have to follow the arrows on the floor and head that way. All right, here we go. We're getting on in. Okay. Just lift this. Okay. This is highly uncomfortable. All right, here we go. This is a very
Prepare for Team
awkward
Blue's
position.
Lightcycle Run upload sequence. Remember, hold on, keep your head up, and face forward.
Ready?
Initiate in 3, 2, 1.
was cool.
These hurt.
Congratulations,
Oh, yeah.
Caesars.
Big time.
A championship performance and victory for Team
Oh my God,
Blue.
my eyes were literally like tears were going out the sides. Whoa, that takeoff was intense.
And we are back.
Watch your step as you dismount the exit. Be sure to collect your belongings.
Now this is new. This is part of the exit experience. It says welcome Team Green. And now we're heading over here. Let's see what some of this artwork looks like. Here's Nexus. I feel like the artwork that's on these posters looks like a video game from like the early 2000s. Like this is pretty dated. And here's the Team Green Lightcycle. Look at that. And of course, it's sponsored by Enterprise. So you're gonna have that Enterprise logo right there on the front. That's where the whole concept of Team Green comes from. There it is right there, Team Green, presented by Enterprise. Pretty neat. So we just got off. We'll give you guys our thoughts in a second, but we want to show you the test vehicle because it's located closest to where you're going to exit as opposed to where you get in the line. So we'll show you how the seat works. So we ended up waiting an hour and 10 minutes from the moment we got in the line, and now there's nobody in the line. So here is the test vehicle. Alex is going to demo how you get on this thing.
So you sit on it, you have to put your knees down, you lean forward, you grab the bars and you pull back and the seat brings it back. Now there are leg restraints too if you look in the back, and that's actually where most people aren't fitting is the leg restraints.
Right, it's your
this
calf.
actually moves, so you can go up and down and it's not even really holding you in, it's just more for comfort. It's really just the leg restraints that people are having a problem with. But once you kneel down here and pull it back, it will lock in so it won't move. But you can like sit up or down as much as you want.
Okay, so Alex went on. Alex is on the petite side. She's a little bit tiny, so I'm gonna try it out next. So we already went on, so I know I can fit, but I just want to demo. I am 6 foot, just under 200 pounds for reference. So the one thing I wanted to call out is with the seat, you have to be able to lift your leg over the middle to get on. So I'll demonstrate. As you get off the vehicle, you have to lift over, sit forward in the seat, and then like Alex said, the calves is where a lot of people is having the issues, because as you lean forward and just pull back on the handlebars, it has to lock in on your calf. The back is really just for like comfort. Your calf is where a lot of people are having the problems. So this is where you can test the seat out. Again, for reference, I'm 6 foot, almost 200 pounds. But I do think one of the bigger hurdles for this is going to be the calves. If you have bigger calves than other folks, and also being able to swing your leg and get over onto the ride vehicle. And we are exiting Tron now. We're about to give you guys our thoughts on the ride. Look how empty it is, and we waited so long to get on. Again, I know it's just a preview, and they're still working out some of the efficiency kinks, but it did take quite a while. And just like that, game over. We'll have to wait until opening day to ride Tron again. Our preview's over. Okay, so we're out here in Storybook Circus now. We are off of the ride. We're out of the Tron queue area, and let's talk about it. So overall, a very, very fun ride. It is short. I know everybody's been saying it's short. It is very, very short. It's like you take off, you make a few turns, and it's over. But the launch was really awesome. Like it kind of does take your breath away.
It was a lot faster than it looks and what I thought it was going to be, but the takeoff is definitely the best part of the ride.
Yeah.
So much fun. Like you go so fast, and then when you go outside, like under the canopy, it was just so cool with all the lights.
Yeah.
And then you go inside, and like Matt said, it's just a few like turns here and there. Still fun though. Like I really enjoyed it
Yeah.
a lot more than I was actually expecting to.
Yeah, it's, again, we knew what we were getting into this. So a lot of people are complaining about the ride, but meanwhile, it's the same exact ride that exists over in Shanghai. So we knew how long the ride was going to be. We knew what the ride was. It's a carbon copy of that. So we knew what we were getting ourselves into when Tron was coming here. So the whole talk about how like it's too short and all that other stuff, it's kind of irrelevant because we knew how long the ride was going to be before it even came here.
Now, coming from a girl perspective, I actually was pretty comfortable on it. Like, I didn't think it was uncomfortable at all.
Well,
and
I'm glad you were.
And I'm also kind of petite, so like I didn't have trouble fitting on it or anything. But the one thing I did find uncomfortable was the handlebars. chairs.
Very.
Holding on to them, like I heard other people say this and I was like, oh, how uncomfortable could they really be? My hands were like red and sore afterwards. Like they actually hurt.
Yeah. Okay, so we had to move locations because my arm was killing me holding the camera. So we had to find somewhere to put it down. But again, if you're a guy, not a comfortable ride. If I'm being honest, if you know what I'm talking about, females will have no problem, but males, it's a little rough, if you know what I mean. So just keep that in mind. Again, like I mentioned, you have to be able to swing your leg over. So I think that's going to be an issue for some
people,
folks
yeah.
that have to use the lap bar seat. And yeah, it's just not a comfortable position to be in, especially if you try to lean up a little bit. Like I was sitting a little bit upright because I was trying to make sure the GoPro was straight and not looking at the floor. But if you are gonna do that and just kind of like lean up a little bit, it is like uncomfortable on your lower back.
Yeah, I wasn't doing that, so I was perfectly fine, but I could see how it could be a little bit uncomfortable for other people.
Yeah, so again, if you're a guy, just go in and be prepared that you are not going to be comfortable for that 60 seconds of a ride. But other than that, I honestly did enjoy it. I think it's a good addition to Tomorrowland.
I was going to say the same
It's a
thing.
good addition to Magic Kingdom. Is it like the world's greatest roller coaster? No, but like I said before, we knew what we were getting with this.
Yeah.
A lot of people were comparing this to Cosmic Rewind, Guardians of the Galaxy over at Epcot, and I get that because that is the most recent other coaster
Right.
that opened here, but at the same time, that was a completely original idea, and we didn't know what we were getting with that.
Yeah.
This, we knew what we were getting ourselves into. So I don't think you can really compare the two.
No, they're
because-
completely different rides, too.
Right, because the ride in Shanghai was built years ago, and it's existed there for a while, and meanwhile Guardians was just built very, very recently.
Yeah, but like Matt said, I think it's a really good addition to Tomorrowland. It
Yeah.
fits in perfectly. It's a beautiful ride. It's fun.
But the aesthetic is so cool.
Yeah,
like
it
standing
is.
underneath the canopy, seeing all the lights change, seeing it flash orange. It is a really, really visually appealing ride.
So overall, I think I would give it like an 8 out of 10. I mean, Guardians is obviously like way better. Like
Right.
Guardians is like pretty much a 10 out of 10. It's so much fun. This, I mean, I don't want to compare because it's totally different, like I said. I would still give it an 8 though. It's fun. I think that it definitely is too short. Like if it
Yeah.
was longer, that would add more points. And I just feel bad because a lot of people aren't getting to experience it the way that it's supposed to be because of the restrictions of the seat.
Yeah, and again, this ride was a copy from Shanghai. The size of the average people that are over in Shanghai versus America is different. So I wish they would have kind of taken that into consideration when they made the seats for this ride,
Yeah.
because they just copied the Shanghai ride vehicle. And speaking of that, the line for the accessibility vehicle was so long because it's not on every single train that goes by.
Right.
So that's something else to keep in mind, is you're going to have a much longer wait if you're waiting for the lap bar seat versus the regular light cycle run. I wish we were able to show you the lap bar seat.
Yeah.
There's a million other videos out there on YouTube where you can find it. So overall, like Alex said, 8 out of 10. I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. Again, it's a fun ride. Is it something that I would buy a lightning lane for? Me personally, probably not, just because it's so short. But if you're able to get a virtual queue once it opens, it is a lot of fun. That launch is awesome. So again, not the world's most groundbreaking ride, but it is a great addition to Tomorrowland here at the Magic Kingdom. We stopped inside Cosmic Ray's Starlight Cafe because our boy Sunny Eclipse is back. He's back doing his concerts better than ever. He sounds so good. We're about to make our way out of Magic Kingdom for the night, but we wanted to stop and get a look at the castle, Cinderella Castle, which is still decorated for the 50th anniversary, but there's only another couple of weeks left of this because by the end of March, the 50th anniversary is going to be over. We don't know if they're going to be getting rid of the decorations or not, but this might be one of the last times we see it this way. We popped in the Emporium, and something I find really odd is that they still have Christmas merch out, and it's almost like middle of March. That is really weird. All right, so that is going to do it for this video. Again, had a pretty good time on Tron. It's a nice addition to Magic Kingdom. The next time we will be back to ride it will be on opening day, and hopefully all of the merchandise is out and ready
Yeah.
for opening day, because I'm excited to see what they have. Like, there's a lot of really, really cool things they could do with the merch.
Yeah, I'm really excited to go on it again. I had a lot of fun on it. And we sat in the front row. I'm interested to see what it's like in any other seat. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to come back.
We will definitely be back, but if you enjoyed coming along with us tonight for our Tron AP preview, make sure you give the video a nice big thumbs up. If you guys are new to our channel, subscribe down below so you don't miss out on all our future videos to come. And with that being said, We'll see you guys real soon.